Below the Void podcast.
Nope, they'll just puke.
Clones and dinosaurs?
No, it's trying to force up
it's just puke.
trying to force up another vowel for you, bro.
Oh.
Mark,
Welcome to this new episode of Below the Void.
God damn it.
I'm gonna vowel so hard for you.
How is everyone doing tonight?
I was just going to ask him if he started yet. I should know better by now.
Good. No big deal. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
I'm pretty good.
Twofold.
Twofold. Okay, what are the
Because
twofolds?
onefold, it's October.
It's October.
So it's the spook season.
Yep.
And the second fold is that it's snowing out here too, and that's nice for me.
It's true.
It's like
It's not gonna stay.
it's snowing a tiny.
It's not gonna
like
stay. We're not Grand Forks. We're not getting 2
this
feet.
This morning, it was legitimate snow.
Yeah,
It was staying on the
but
ground. It just went away.
I never saw
it
it.
goes away. It's October snow.
No, it's not. I know it's not gonna stay. Just let me fucking have it, man.
Okay, you can have it.
It was
Okay.
pretty.
But
Okay.
this is a conflict of interest.
I like
Mr.
snow.
B, because you like trick-or-treaters,
Yep.
right? Trick-or-treaters, there will be less of them if there is snow. So you need to choose.
Yeah, but they're going down now anyway too, because goddamn trunk or treat, motherfucker.
Trunk or treat.
What the fuck is that?
What
It's where fucking they're like, hey, don't go trick or treating in your neighborhood because it's spooky. We have people that pull into our church parking lot and open up their trunks and give you candy out of their trunks.
That sounds
It's
way
safe.
creepier.
It's safe.
Dude, that is super
and they lure people in there.
They're lured?
Yeah,
And
with
then
zombie
people's
Jesus
trunks?
and people's trunks with candy.
That's
And I guess
fucked
they
up.
decorate their trunks too to look like vans. I don't know.
That's really fucked up,
Are you
man.
serious? Are
That's
you
a real
being
thing.
serious with us right
A
now?
lot of churches do it. That giant one off 169 has the big banners for it.
Come
Okay,
right
And so
your
they
teeth for
take a lot of fucking
Jesus.
trick-or-treaters that just like, we don't want to walk streets. We'll just go here and we'll walk in a circle
But
and
you're
hit these
joking
50
about
cars.
it being okay to kidnap them, though.
I never said it was okay to.
You just said they did.
I said they
Kidnap
might.
at your own peril.
Yeah, I didn't say it was okay.
Fuck, that sounds way creepier than
Losing
what-
trick-or-treaters
what about-
at church.
What about... So if it's snowing, then there'll be less trick-or-treaters, but the ones that were out will be more committed.
Right. Also, kids these days
Yeah.
are some little bitches. Fucking,
That's true.
I trick-or-treated at
Uphill both ways.
both. Yep. I was 7.
How old
I
am
was 5, not quite. No, just turned 6 in the fucking 91 when we had a fucking blizzard and got like 3 feet of snow, and I trick or treated for 2 motherfucking
I
hours
remember that.
in that shit. Yeah, Blair remembers.
You had
he was in his
two
dad's
houses
balls.
in that 2 hours
Yeah.
He
because
was
it
in
was
his
fucking
dad's
blizzarding.
I wasn't even...
He was in his
even-
dad's balls.
Yeah, I wasn't even an idea yet. I was just
You were a
swimming
twinkle in
around.
your dad's.
To be fair, you
Dick
weren't planned. So.
Shut up!
Blair. It's okay. Neither was I.
Oh, good.
Neither was I.
That
God.
actually explains a lot.
No, as my
I
mom,
mean,
as my
I
mom,
know
as my
that
mom
about
once
you.
said to an ex-girlfriend, she was like, "Oh, why didn't you have any kids with her Jake?" And was he just too much of a handful? And my mom didn't even mean it this way. She goes, "Well, I didn't even plan to have Jake." Whoops! I won the race.
that was the
I
day-
won the race to the beach ball that day, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That was the day Mr. B learned how to cut himself.
But I see.
You remember
but I
when
only
we
do it on
were-
my taint so that no one can see my pain.
Remember our emo for a day?
That
That was a great picture.
Fuck. Yeah, I do. I have that picture.
You do?
Because I recently hacked into my own MySpace to get old pictures. MySpace.com
You're
/Hungry for
using
Rock
that word a little
247.
too loosely.
247. You know, this is also on there. Gibble Must Burn.
Oh, wow.
Like 18 song plays. The songs don't play anymore on MySpace because Justin Timberlake ain't putting the money towards the funding.
Damn it,
He ain't
JT.
putting the money towards the
I
funding.
hate when there's no money.
Damn
What
it,
the
JT, you fucker.
I just wanted some goddamn painful melody, maybe some new heroes, maybe some Minx Love horse meat.
Don't you just
That's
hate
what I
it when
wanted.
you have funding, but you don't have money for funding?
That's the worst.
Yeah.
What's the point?
I heard he brought Sexy
There's gotta
back just
be
to
a
put the money towards
better way.
MySpace, but no.
Fucking
cute.
JT.
I don't know what the
fucking
fuck you
everything
did with
up
all that
again.
trolls money.
Yeah.
Trolls money!
Thanks for having us back, by the way. It's been a
Hey,
while.
thanks for being it.
glad to be-
you
it's glad
think
to be
I
welcome
like
again.
recording by
glad to
my
be
own?
welcome again.
My own? By my own?
By my own.
I was totally free the night you did the last one.
You were not.
Absolutely, I was. I was sitting at home by myself, and I saw it go up.
Ooh.
does.
Subscribe to my
I
own.
swear
Cuts
to
like
God,
a knife!
I swear to God, I asked both of you both nights.
No,
I
not
was
that
going.
one.
The first one.
The first
we
one,
did.
not the second.
This last
I mean,
one
I don't
we
give a
did.
fuck, but
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
he's just saying you cut him like a knife.
I could have.
That's
been
why I
there.
invited him to my house and not you.
I could've
Oh,
been there
talking
for
about cutting
commentary.
like knives. Yeah, that's really cool,
Nah,
Mr. B. Thanks,
man.
man.
Nah, I mean. We were talking
Thanks for inviting me to your new house.
Bro?
Oh.
Yeah, what's up?
No, I said bro.
Can I get any of you cunts another drink?
Oh,
I am
no,
good.
I'm still good.
I'm good.
Thank you.
Oh, so people who don't know,
No, I
claim
feel
gun.
like a fool. If I
Yeah.
say yes, will I be...
Guess what?
Do you want another one of these? Or you want
What?
You guys know, but
Dealer's choice.
listeners don't. I didn't have to cut open Lily and live inside her. I found a place
Nice.
by ball hair, just by ball hair. I got there in the nick of time.
Nice.
Didn't have to cut open Lily and live inside her.
That's
Good.
That's good.
Now
So
she
the,
can
the
live
title
in my
wasn't a
new
lie.
house.
You actually weren't going to live in your dog, so that's
Nope.
good.
Didn't have to. I didn't have to. I chose to for a week for sport.
Just to assert dominance.
But I fed her since she's still alive, so I sewed her back up. She's good.
She's good now?
She's good.
Good.
I don't think that's how that works.
No animals were harmed in the making of this podcast or Mr. B's real life.
So how many dogs do you have now that you're on your
Just
own?
dose. Just I have the dose. The
That he-
dose.
Oh, you have dose. Okay.
I have the
knows
I have the dose dogs.
How often do you get the big one?
That he knows of.
Big one.
I haven't got her at all.
Oh.
Most likely because they're trying not to. I told them if they needed me to, I'd take Callie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like it might in a little bit, but I can't. I'm only supposed to have 2 animals,
Oh god, that's awful.
so
You're only the animal policy? Or?
yeah. So I can. I mean, it's not going to be easy to just to
Oh.
like hide a 120-pound
What are you?
doofy.
What is that?
Sorry,
What is that?
Mark. What are you
What
drinking?
is that?
So
not talking about my
I
story.
need white wine for cooking tomorrow. So I bought just a cheap $3 bottle of white wine.
Is it Fish House?
No.
Oh, Fish House is bad.
It's Saint.
Oh,
Excuse me. What?
I love that one.
St. Bonaventure.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Prairie Home
I
Companion.
need about this much, so
It looks like it's physically
Chard-
hurting you.
it's Chardonnay.
I do like terrible wine.
It's an adventure now. I'm gonna finish the
I
glass.
had
The thing is, terrible red wine is usually pretty good.
no terrible red. No,
bad.
no. Terrible red wine. I had a terrible red wine that tasted and smelled like arugula.
Oh, that is.
I had one. I had
really
one that
bad.
tasted and smelled like a
I'm not a
rougarou
big-
once.
Arugula. Fuck.
I'm not a big arugula fan, so I'd probably have to
I'm a
take
big
a hard pass
rougarou
on
fan
that one.
though.
Speaking of red wine, you know, Abby and I are. I'm rewatching, but she's watching The Office for the first time,
Oh shit.
Excellent.
and they're at Michael's condo for like a dinner party.
Oh my god.
The dinner party.
It's like quiet and awkward in there, and he just takes a sip of his. Michael takes a sip of his red wine. And he goes, it's got an oaky afterbirth.
And that's the one where they have the fight over him and Jan have the fight over the like beer lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the vasectomy one too, right? Where
Yeah.
He's like, I've had
Any
3
idea?
You don't have a snip, snap.
Any idea the toll that 3 vasectomies puts on a person?
Oh, you see that spider on the wall, don't you?
Fucking get it, Spideroo.
There's a spider on the wall?
I'm not.
Oh, yeah, that's a big spider.
I'm not
Wow.
going
Yeah.
after that.
Where the fuck?
It's
Where the
honor.
fuck
It's in
at?
honor of the new
Right
Cold
there.
album.
Look at him. Look at him go. Look at him go.
Oh, fuck
That's
that.
a big one.
Nice, eat him.
He thinks he's
that's a-
hiding in the dark.
Not
That is
too
a
big.
That is a big boy.
Not that talking about spiders on the wall isn't great podcast content, but
It is spooky.
I had this.
It haunts my dreams.
I had this thought that we did a big, I guess you could call it big segment on a couple pods back about it, the movie.
We did.
Because you saw it a year and a half.
Yeah.
Late.
I saw it late.
I did
Yes,
too.
my wife's a scaredy cat.
Right. Walking Dead is scary. I get it.
But we all saw it, right? We all saw chapter 2.
I
Yeah.
saw it.
Yes.
Opening Saturday.
I think.
Oh,
Claire and I did
good
as well,
for
yeah.
you. It was cool. I got to see it in theater. I think it.
Yeah. It heightens
experience a
the
bit.
visuals.
So I have some thoughts I'd like to share.
I
I'm
have.
assuming you guys would have
I
some
have some
thoughts.
thoughts as well.
I got thoughts.
I'm taking off
I've
the
had thoughts before.
I'm taking off the Stephen King fanboy gloves for this one though.
Okay.
Even though Stephen King makes a cameo.
Yeah.
That was a pretty great part of the movie, actually.
Especially because it's the scene when they're talking about shitty endings.
Yeah.
One of the scenes about shitty endings.
Yeah.
I still think it should have, because he makes that quip about, like, oh, he doesn't want an autograph because, you know, he didn't like the ending of the book. It would have been the perfect opportunity for him to point out that, he's like, I don't know, I thought it was weird that there was an underage gangbang in it.
Yeah, just
Right.
address the children's sex elephant in the room. But why don't we start from the beginning?
The kids have sex with an elephant.
True.
That's legit.
The fuck?
So this isn't the Brothers Grimsby, all right?
Sorry.
Oh wait, the elephant has sex with them.
So
Never mind. That was a bad joke.
That makes it
was-
right.
That's a bad joke.
I guess spoiler alert for people that haven't seen it or
It's
seen
been,
the
it's been
first
out a
one,
month
but,
now,
yeah.
so they really
You still
want
gotta
to
say it.
Yeah,
You gotta say it. None
It's
but
fair,
love
but
for it.
I think we're in the territory where it's officially safe to...
None but love for
The
you.
end of chapter 1 is the kids making a pact where they kind of defeat Pennywise in his lair, or what you think is his lair, and they say, we think we beat him, but if he does come back in 27 years, we make a pact that we come back and kill him.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
When they
Are you petting my dog or jerking off stalefish?
Fish. No, all of a sudden between my toesy woesies really fucking itched. So
Oh, okay.
toesy wosy scratching through the socks. And
Go on.
and your-
So chapter 2 picks up with showing all of these, kind of catching up with all of the kids as adults now, and I have to say the casting was awesome, spot on.
Yeah.
Tip top.
That was the one thing that I have no problems with.
The
Especially fucking Old Spice guy.
Old Spice guy.
Old Spice guy.
No,
Isaiah
who's the
Mustafa.
what's the fat kid's name?
Ben.
Ben. The older Ben looks like the fat kid. Like they
Yeah,
look
like,
Yeah,
if
he
you
does,
Jerry
yeah.
O'Connell'd him,
yes.
then yeah.
He looks he looks like he totally could have grown up into that person. And so the first chapter of the movie, I think, is just kind of catching up with each of these characters. And one of my bigger nitpicks with the movie is that it's fucking long.
They could have cut a good 20, 25.
And I think that's part of where he could have trimmed some fat at the end too.
I don't agree with the people that are like, you could have cut an hour out of it. That might have been a little much, but
20 minutes.
20 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have trimmed the fat.
I
Get rid of that
I
chuffa.
will say that while it was, there was definitely a bit much of the movie. It did go by relatively quickly. It didn't feel
That's true.
like as long.
Well, yeah,
as
but
it
the
was,
first
at least to
hour
me.
took a bit to get going.
Yes, I would agree.
True.
I mean, maybe it's because I've read the book, so I knew what was the
here's
beats that were coming.
the thing, though.
Yeah.
My main kind of issue with the movie was sort of tone, because the first hour of the movie, when there's not a lot of scares happening and it's catching up with the characters, honestly, it was slow. But looking back on it, those were probably my favorite parts of the movie, because the performances
The
and
acting.
the
Yeah.
characters are
Right.
they're really good every time they're on screen together.
Yeah.
It's
And they didn't rely on the CGI too
Well,
much.
and when there was a scare, and then it was followed by a joke, it felt tonally consistent.
Yeah.
right.
The Chinese at the Chinese restaurant, and then when the kid comes up to
the
him
kid
and
comes
is
up
kind
to
of creepy at first, he's like, "Fuck you!
Yeah.
I know what you are, you little piece of shit."
Yeah.
And then the kid's like, "I'm just a fan." He's like, "Oh, you
I
want an autograph?" Like,
No,
I'm
I'm
good.
Good.
I am
You know I don't.
pretty
You know I
biased.
don't write my own
but
material.
I
knew it.
thought Bill Hader was great.
Bill Hader was
Fucking hater.
awesome.
It's because you never seen him in a role like that.
Let's give him credit. Emmy winner, Bill Hader.
Did you get an Emmy for Barry?
Fuck yeah, he did.
Fuck yeah.
He's
nice.
great in Barry too.
So good, man.
I want to give a special shout out to my boy James McAvoy, because not only
McAvoy?
is he terminally Scottish,
Yeah.
and he nailed an American accent. He
Yeah.
did it
With a stutter. With a stutter, yeah.
in a believable way. Good fucking on him. That is some.
It's almost like he's good.
It's almost like he's a good actor.
It's
Yeah.
almost. He's almost there.
You know
of these
what else?
days.
As long I think we're starting this off kind of what we enjoyed about it. The trippy on drugs scene,
Yeah.
like the Vision Quest, where it shows like what Pennywise looked like to the Native Americans.
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome.
That seems like what I've heard peyote is like.
That like I would seriously watch an entire movie of like Native Americans fighting Pennywise, because that
Yeah.
was fucking rad. That was
rad,
really
man.
cool.
It was like a big
There's
scary
your
tree
prequel,
man.
right?
Well, I heard
there.
rumors that's I don't know if in movies or like in some kind of television form, they want to do like Pennywise spin-offs.
Oh, well, that would be a place to
So
start.
that'd be, I mean, it'd be,
But they didn't win, right? That was the thing. Like,
right, but I mean,
they
like
fought
different
him,
things
but
through the
they-
history.
they
Like
failed.
do a spin-off, like, and it'd be awesome if they just did it on Hulu, where it's like 8 episodes, and each episode's its own thing. Like I said, one episode is when he's, the Native Americans are battling with him.
Yeah.
One, back in, he
So
crashed
They're
land.
doing what they should have done with the Insidious, Sinister movies, where the whole point of Sinister is like, oh, throughout the years he's done this, and he's had to change the way he does all this.
And then he became the guitarist for Slipknot.
And then he became the guitarist for Slipknot. And you're like, okay, that's pretty stupid. But I bet you he was pretty cool back in the day. And then the sequel is just like, it takes place like a couple of months after the first one.
Yeah, it's not
And
even
it's
like
just
the
the
years
same thing again. Like, they should have done a thing where it's like an anthology movie where it's different eras.
But with no
Right.
Hawk in the
of-
second one.
Yeah, they could
that
have.
that would be cool when you have like an era traveling.
No, they could have had Ethan. He could have just played the dad in all of them, but he would have been like a Puritan dad at one point.
Fuck yeah.
He could have.
You
They
think
could have
Hawk
done. They
can't
could have
play
done
Puritan?
Cloud Atlas. He could have been Korean at one point.
Right.
Hell yeah, dude. So
Anyways, what were you saying?
Can I just say what I think my biggest problem with the movie was?
No.
Bill Skarsgård.
No, absolutely not.
No,
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 no.
That's a fucking
No.
joke, fucking people.
You made Blair spit take.
My problem with the movie was that, and I think you guys will, when I say this, I think you'll be on the same page as me. There wasn't a moment in that movie, there wasn't a scare that could have happened that didn't. Every moment that set up something that could possibly be a jump scare
Yeah, it
happened
was.
exactly the way you thought it was going
Yeah,
to.
With
I totally know what you mean.
okay, hold on. With the exception of the Ben flashback, where the jump scare you think is going to be that Pennywise is behind him, and then ends up being Bev.
Oh, yeah.
And then when she goes crazy, that's not a jump scare. And then when he's hiding in the locker, and you think there's going to be a jump scare in the locker, he's just there behind him, and there's no jump scare with that either.
That's-
That was like the
that-
only part. And
That's true.
That was
He just put a box around
that was
you.
that was the only exception. But that was also my favorite part of the movie because that was the "Kiss Me, Fat Boy" part.
That is a fair point, because I do remember that scene, because they shoot it in a way where you're looking out the door,
Yeah, and you're like, okay, face.
That's exactly what's going to happen. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're right. There's
And
one
then it just
part where
cuts
they
back,
do-
and he's doing the sad clown thing, and he says,
But
"Kiss me, fat boy."
can you think of another part in the movie though where there could have been a scare and there wasn't? I felt
Specifically, a jump scare.
no any sort of like even just like creepy imagery and stuff. Like I feel like
No, like for example, the saggy tits old lady.
Yeah, they could have done
Yeah.
more. I can't remember her name.
Like
But
the
That was
the
way better
violin,
than it was in
the violins are playing like and then it stops and then she runs out with floppy tits.
yeah.
But she was huge,
But the
which I wasn't
beginning- yeah.
expecting.
But she was
She looked like the
popping and-
BFG.
She was popping and locking.
when that scene started before she got naked, I was on the first day of my new lady, and
Seriously, masturbate. Oh,
yes.
I'm Mr. B. I have a new girlfriend.
I was just
gonna
setting it
sneak
up
that
for
in
the
there.
punchline, you fucker. And like the beginning of that scene, and I knew where it was leading, so I leaned over her and I was like, I can't wait to see that old lady's tits.
Oh, here it comes.
And then
Flap,
2
flap.
minutes later, BFG.
I think that was CG, guy.
I don't care.
think that was real. I don't care. I was fucking Jaying the whole time.
What? They didn't. It wasn't a real 7 foot tall old lady with
Okay.
tits down to her knees.
Wasn't a real
No,
BFG.
it's the guy who plays the crooked man in The Conjuring. He's really that tall.
Oh.
He's got a little bit going on, but he's actually
He's
like
not Doug. Doug Jones is regular size.
yeah.
He just
this guy, but
wears
he has like
he's
a
like
career
tiny.
being.
He's like Tiny from House of Thousand Corpses and Devil's Reject and Big Fish.
Yeah, he has like a career being creepy dudes in movies
Devil's
because of
Rejects
his.
and Big Fish. I've never seen that.
That'd
be a crazy matchup.
That might actually be because I was gonna say Hall of Mirrors, but it did have the scare you were thinking. It just didn't have a jump scare attached to it.
Right. Yeah, and
But like,
I like the Hall of
Pennywise
Mirrors.
was where you thought he would be, so that is different. But
also, to be fair, I normally I don't like jump scares. I think it's cheap, but
I think they were really fun in this movie, though. I think they were honestly played to be more fun.
They're not done in like an obnoxious way.
Like
It's clearly designed to make your girlfriend jump. Like
You're like,
not to be sexist
Or
or
your
anything,
Blair jump.
but like it's made for non-horror.
No, it happened to both
jump
of
at.
us because we saw it. We both got the first couple of jump scares got both of us, and then I don't think either of us jumped the rest of the movie. Because like once you get used to it,
which for me, what I thought was kind of the problem, because in the first one, even though it didn't have a lot of like crazy scares in it, it had tension up until the end that I just I think it was after the scene in the hospital with the psycho where like the balloon pops under the bed. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
After that scene, I think that was like. It peaked at that point, and it just the tension slowly went down.
That first one, you're wondering, like, if you don't know the story, you're wondering, is this going to be like Robert Goddamn Duvall on the road? Is Pennywise going to kill this fucking kid?
right?
I mean, I knew that but
Pennywise kills lots of kids.
right?
Yeah.
But I mean, the kids we care about.
He eats kids.
Fucking Michael Myers kills kids too, apparently. Just not babies.
Just not baby. He's got
Just not
standards.
babies.
He's got standards.
I will say, I think one scene that I can add to that is actually stemming off of the big creepy floppy tits. Is the scene when he's putting on the makeup?
Yes.
Yeah.
That scene was like surprisingly really effective.
And I was happy with the Hall of Mirrors because the mirror house scene, I figured it was going to be just filled with like random Pennywise pops out of
Random
sides of you. Jump
But then he's
scares.
just there.
And I'm glad it wasn't.
He's right there. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah,
The-
but you
the
can
scene-
just hear him licking the glass. First.
Yeah, that was good.
that was
a
really
good
good.
scene.
Yeah.
The makeup scene though, where he's putting on the makeup.
Yeah.
If that were filmed in a slightly different angle, like in a slightly different way, and the audio were done a slightly different way, like that would be like a David Lynch kind of scene. Like that's the kind of atmosphere you got.
He's like taunting her while putting on the makeup, and then he starts like ripping his face off.
Yeah.
and he starts making that fucking guttural like ugh.
Yeah.
That was fucked.
That was a very good scene.
I did have to go. Oh, can't remember what's his name. The one who kills himself beforehand. Stan. When they cut to like the first one when they're making the promise, you know, the blood pack and whatever, and everyone's asking about what they look like in her vision, and because I knew what happened, 'cause I read the books. When Stanley asks her, and she's like, "You look the same." I was like, oh, because I knew it was coming. I was like, oh, Stan, the man.
You look fine. You're fine.
You
look fine.
You look the same. She leans over to Ben. I didn't fucking see his ass.
Dude, he's fucking.
I wonder how much money, and I get why they did it, how much of the budget had to go to de-aging the kids to make them look like they did in the first one. Because all the kids, obviously,
they've all hit their growth
They all hit
spurts,
their growth spurt big time, and you know they didn't film all that shit. You know, spend all that money with all those scenes. If it was like one scene, you could have. Okay, maybe they would have spent the money and filmed it when they did the first one. With how many they did, you know they didn't do that.
So here's the thing about that, and I'm going to sound like the biggest piece of shit film snob of all time.
Here we go.
But that retroactively annoyed me. I don't think I noticed it while it was happening. But when Blair mentioned it to me, I'm like, oh my god, you're right. And then it annoyed me. After I had already watched the entire movie.
The thing too is that they try to hide it by making just a lot happen during the kids' scenes. Or someone's always talking, someone's always making a joke, someone's always doing this.
some of the voices seem like they might
some of the
be
voices
different.
seem like they were changed a little bit too.
Yeah.
Like
They
I
might
bet
have
you
to.
because fucking Richie and fucking who's a hypochondriac?
Eddie.
Oh, Eddie.
Richie and Eddie. pretty sure they both hit like a "oh hi guys" kind of growth spurt with their voices.
Well, that's because if you see Shazam, the young Eddie's like 6 feet taller than he was. In
Right, that's what I'm
so
saying.
you knew, like, okay,
Finn
that
Wolfhard
was the
too.
big one.
You
Right.
can like Stranger Things. They don't hide it because they're supposed to be growing.
Right.
Yeah.
But seeing Stranger Things season 3, you're like, Jesus, okay. So they're just gonna be like, it's gonna be like a completely different thing. So they had them talking, I think, like intentionally really fast, so that when they made their voices sound higher pitched, it didn't sound quite as weird as it probably would have normally.
Yeah. And I do remember thinking like something was off, but it wasn't so obvious that my brain put it together right there that that's what was happening.
The thing is, too, I don't know if I would have noticed it if we hadn't watched the first one so, like, recently.
Yeah.
Because I was like, he
that's
doesn't,
also
like,
true.
he rambles, but he doesn't talk that fast before, like, it's...
Right.
And so he gave it to me right away because, like, a week or two before that, I had watched Shazam.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I knew when they showed it. I was like,
You've seen
that
him,
kid is,
yeah.
like, 2 feet taller. There's one moment, though, where they a little glitch in the CGI.
I was an it.
Towards the end when McAvoy's in the basement in the water with like the demonic Georgie and the young version of himself in there.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what the young version of himself transforms into. Like Pennywise takes the young version of himself and turns it into something I can't remember.
Well, he's holding it as like a puppet.
That's what. But there's a moment where it's young. I can't remember the character's name, but you know
Which one?
McAvoy's character.
Bill.
Young Bill, and he's talking, and they have the de-aging going on, but it's right before a bigger CG effect's going to happen with him, that all of a sudden, for like 2 quick seconds, he looks like he does in real life now. Like the de-aging didn't quick transfer to the new one. So there's like a 2-second thing that all of a sudden is like
Beard.
Yeah.
Big fucking beard.
What the fuck? I'm a great big bushy
They
beard.
didn't even make him shave. They're just like, fuck it, we'll do it in post.
Big bushy.
We'll do it in post. It worked in Justice League. It'll be fine. No.
Did you guys?
No.
I had, not to dump on the Dark Tower movie because we've dumped on
I still
it
haven't
now.
seen it because
Okay.
I haven't been in a rush to.
Part of the fun of watching that movie was seeing all the little Stephen King references sprinkled in.
Yeah.
Did you guys keep an eye out for
Oh, yeah.
that?
Yeah.
What did you see?
Obviously, there was quite a few of there was turtles in a lot of
A lot
scenes.
of turtle
Turtles.
imagery.
There was
Just like in the first one.
oh my god, what was it? There was I believe it was in the scene with Stephen King in it in the antique shop. There was like a calendar or
Stephen
something
King
that had
is a reference to Stephen King novels because he's in
them. Yeah.
Stephen King
right.
And they straight up referenced Cujo, didn't they?
There was
Yes, I think someone name
there was the
drops
car
Cujo.
from Christine.
The car from Christine. Yes. Yep. I feel like we talked about.
I remember more of them after, but I don't remember them now.
Yeah, but I know there was a lot.
Other than the turtles.
Convenient, Mr. B.
Well, it's like
Luckily your ass
It's
didn't get
barely
picked up by
picking
my-
you up when you're in the kitchen.
Sorry.
So.
I'm sorry.
Oh, good for you.
It's like,
I remembered all of them right away.
I didn't say-
all the time.
I didn't
I
say
can't-
all of them, motherfucker.
But I
I
can't-
said it more.
I can't
Not
think
all
of
of
any
them,
of them
you
right
cock
now.
sucker.
the cool thing about these movies though is that they have background Pennywise, like Pennywise.
Phone's
someone's
blowing up,
phone's
bro.
going off. Yeah,
Phone's
you're blowing up.
Your phone's blowing up. It's playing
Yeah.
music.
DJ and
fuck?
Become Death?
Is that an alarm?
No, it does
Why
that
wasn't
sometimes. I thought it was my watch doing it.
There you go, Dead
We
Mouth
play
5.
music.
So-
Dead Mouth 5.
I was. Oh no, that was Ghost.
Oh,
I know.
But here's the thing.
that'd be my bad.
So I was knocking boots the other night, right? And I heard a faint sound of music coming from somewhere.
The
like,
tip of my cock.
What's
and
your cock playing DJ and Become Death?
I didn't think anything of
I am
it.
I'm dead.
I continued the fucking, obviously.
As one
And then
does.
afterwards, I walked out into the living room area,
gingerly wash
and
your
my goddamn phone was playing music, and I was like, "Oh, during the
recording
whole
you.
fucking, I must have because I like to get my steps in, so I fuck with my watch on."
Yeah, why would you take it off?
Right, I like to Plus, if I have a heart attack, it calls the ambulance.
Do you like flail your arms while you?
No,
He's like, oh, fucking love, fucking you.
I like the. I do the.
Wait, did you do the Cool Whip? The Cool Whip.
Ah!
I do
I know
the
a
gorilla
guy.
stance where I prop myself up on my knuckles.
I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you prop yourself up on your
you
knuckles.
King Kong those bitches.
And
I
you
get it.
and you like
get it.
yeah, and
I've been known to King Kong.
it works.
I go
It
more
gets
George of the Jungle.
It gets the steps.
That gets you steps if you plant your knuckle into the bed. How does that get you steps?
You plant your knuckles into the bed and then you do the hard fucking. It's not just the
Oh,
knuckles into
you
the bed.
do the hard.
But once your
fucking-
knuckle that has the watch is planted,
Well, I think it's because you kind of do like a rocking. I think your knuckles kind of rock a bit with the bed. Maybe that's it. I mean, the bed's usually kind of squishy too, so
You
you're
were rockabye
back
baby
up.
making.
Yeah.
Rockabye baby making.
rockabye.
Yeah. When he's on bottom, he's flailing his arms around.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the only way
you're a
you
wet
get your
noodle.
steps in.
You're a spooky noodle.
Spooky noodle.
So and someone
But
referenced.
now
Someone asked me about.
because there was no way I touched my watch
Yeah.
just now, so I don't know why my
Telekinesis.
phone started playing music.
That's because
I did that with my brain.
someone said that my mind, my
in my
head.
brain. Too.
So someone go,
podcast needs ambient music.
yeah. About fucking. God damn it! Now I'm blanking
Can
on the
I
show.
get anyone else a horrible glass of white?
no.
Yes.
Oh, I don't need.
I'm good.
I think Blair.
I
wants
wanna
some
know.
more.
Fucking.
I want to know how it
What's the
stacks up
what's
the
the
fish house.
creepypasta show that I love that only had 4 seasons and got canceled?
Channel Zero.
Channel Zero. So asking about that, I was like, what's the? They couldn't remember the name of that, but they couldn't, remember creepypasta. So they're like, what's the name of that? The Spooky Noodle Show? Who said that? I don't remember who. Someone asked, what's the name of that Spooky Noodle Show? And at first I was like, what the fuck?
Noodle?
Creepypasta, Channel
Creepypasta.
Zero.
Spooky
What's the
noodles.
name of that Spooky Noodle Show?
Spooky noodles scare me. Oh, thank you.
To us. Blair.
Cheers.
To us.
Ooh, that smells pungent.
Two kings.
Look at
Two
these.
kings. We're fucking
decadent
nasty
Philistines.
kings.
Your thoughts?
Vinegar?
That's yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe you poured yourself another glass of that.
I gotta
you're
get
into
through
it.
it, man. I'm
Well, you
not-
don't gotta,
You don't
but
think your wife? Oh, you're. Never mind.
His,
I'm
His wife likes to party
I
right
am
now.
Dumb.
fucking dum Dugan over here.
yeah, fucking.
What were we talking about before?
I'm sorry, hon. The baby's gonna have
You
to
were
take
talking about
one
how
for the
his
team. I can't
dick
drink this
plays
anymore.
DJ and become death. when he's
Before
starting.
that.
I think because we've gone.
We were talking about
off-
Stephen
we're talking
King
about it
reference.
too.
We were talking about references in.
I think
Stephen
we should.
King references. That's what it was.
I think we should all give our final thoughts on it. Chapter 2.
I liked it as a movie. I liked it more as a drama than as a horror movie.
Yes.
It was
Yeah,
all.
I thought. Yeah.
It was all right.
Yeah.
Not nearly as good as the first one. Obviously, a little bit too long.
Yeah.
I thought the ending was kind of lackluster.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good dramedy, kind of a lackluster horror movie.
I could have done without the gay bashing in the first part of it.
Right, but that's what
Yeah,
inspired
that was-
Stephen King to write the book. Was a hate crime that happened in his hometown.
It's just.
So I get why they did it, but yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just.
that was not.
It was hard. It was. I think with the director, it was supposed to make you uncomfortable right away.
Yep.
I mean, that scene's in the book, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure I said
pretty sure-
out loud, "I'm uncomfortable."
Pretty sure the guys who do it get it in the book.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's what I told. That's what I told
Yeah.
Blair. I'm like, the reason, and Blair reminded me because I read it when I was in 11th grade when I was in between Dark Tower novels, so it was a long time ago, and I don't necessarily
I don't remember all
recall
the details.
everything.
I'm pretty sure they get it because Stephen King
I
loves
didn't-
setting up bad bullies and then letting them get it.
I was gonna say I didn't even remember that scene because I told you I'm like I feel like whoever wrote that into the movie just kind of fundamentally didn't understand why Stephen King writes bullies so unbelievably psychotic.
which makes me think-
and it's usually so that he can set it up to fucking guilt-free.
No, I think it was
murder
pretty.
them
I think it was.
horribly.
From what I remember, the book is pretty decent to it. Except, I mean,
Right, and Blair
updated.
brought
and
that
like
up.
I said, and the kids don't. The guys don't get it though.
Blair
Yeah.
Or at least we don't
corrected
see
me on
him get
that,
it.
so
Pretty sure they get it, but yeah,
Maybe they
it's-
got it and they were like, "This movie's now 3 hours long.
That's what
we
I'm
gotta
saying.
cut that scene."
I'm
Right.
wondering if maybe that's a scene that got cut because I liked that scene a lot because like with the end when it's from the guy's perspective and you see like he going up and then you kind of see whatever and then you kind of see Pennywise on the shore.
Yeah,
like, I thought
as he's coming out of the water.
That was a really good. That was really cool. Good, like creepy moment that didn't have a jump scare to it. Like,
and then his boyfriend gets down right as the bank, right as Pennywise is carrying him.
Right as he's carrying him up.
Why doesn't Pennywise eat the boyfriend? Wouldn't he be more afraid?
I mean, maybe since it's one of his first times back, he goes for the easy prey.
Right. Easy.
Maybe.
He's
but then
hungry.
again, that guy's probably pumping with fear because he just got thrown off a bridge. So
it's probably like
his
a
heart's probably
visceral
fucking
adrenaline.
Seemed
pumping.
unconscious to me.
That's true too.
He wasn't unconscious. He did say something because he was screaming help, and then when he kind of like he
gurgles a little bit. Remember the gurgle?
and then when he bites him, he like reacts to it like he's
also
conscious.
like doesn't he like bite him on the chest like he's like trying to suck his
heart out.
Well, I think because his heart was
he
going,
has him like
probably
he has him like elongated like because he's holding him like this like around his shoulder, and he just sort of like. Whoop.
And that was like first scene in the movie, so I'm like, fuck, maybe we're in for a like pretty fucking hardcore movie. And then it's like I said, was not bad. It just was
no, it wasn't bad. It was better than a lot of horror movies, but it wasn't that compared to the first one.
It was kind of a by the numbers, kind of really safe horror sequel.
So my final,
I don't necessarily begrudge them for that.
My final thought was
I had a good time.
Could have done without the gay bashing, but I understand it was part of the book. The campiness was fun, but maybe just a little bit off.
A little bit too much, too, I think.
Just a little bit too much campiness, but I enjoyed it. I'm glad I saw it in the theater.
Yeah.
It was a fun time. I wouldn't...
Little too long.
Little too long, but honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing it again, especially with friends.
Yeah.
Especially with friends.
Much worse Stephen King movies.
Oh my god!
I'm assuming you guys all saw it at Rogers.
Blair and I actually went to
Champlin.
Champlin.
Saw it at Champlin.
Okay, so maybe we get because I saw it at Plymouth. Imagine when did they have
Willow Creek?
Did they have the
That used to be my jam.
Did they have the little like teaser before the trailer for Birds of Prey? The Harley.
Yes.
Because when mine all said because it's Warner Brothers, it has the Warner Brothers coming up like it would for at the beginning of It, like the movie's coming up and then just like you see one red balloon popping up, like it's gonna pop and say It Chapter 2, and it's got this creepy music, and then it pops, and then it's Harley Quinn's face, and she's like, "Oh, gotcha!" And then it cut to the Birds of Prey trailer.
I know we got a trailer for Birds of Prey.
They didn't put that there,
Joker, but
that's the first time I saw the Birds of Prey trailer.
Now it was fun because, like I said, they had the eerie music, and it was bringing up the opening the studio credits, and then the balloon,
cool.
and then I had this weird because then all of a sudden you heard this little like very subtly I heard this little happy like circusy music in the back, and I was like, oh wait, I wonder if Harley Quinn's gonna shin that.
Fuck, I got punked.
And they got fucking punked. Fucking Dak Shepard's here.
That's like remember. I don't remember what we were seeing.
Tu Wong Fu, thanks for
but
everything.
it was
it was not Tu Wong Fu, surprisingly.
It was before Woman in Black had come out. We were seeing something at AMC, and there was a teaser trailer for The Woman in Black where it was
D-Rats.
it was a fake like it was camera footage of the theater you were in, and it was going to people, and it was like going around them, and then it cut to a guy, like it finally found a guy, and there was just like a fucking black figure behind him. Like,
I vaguely
I
remember
love it
that.
when they do shit like that. That's fucking great.
Artsy as fuck.
There was
Artsy as fuck.
oh my god, Mark, do you remember our like senior year of high school when Derek worked at the AMC and we would see movies like every week?
Yeah.
Do you remember it was right around the time that movie with Michael Keaton was coming out, the EVP movie?
White Noise.
White Noise.
Yeah.
They had a teaser for that would play before every movie we saw, and it fucking chilled me.
Wasn't it?
Like get out of my house.
Get out of my house.
That's the one.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Burned into my fucking memory.
I heard that movie is fine.
It's okay.
Haven't seen it.
I think they've made like 3 or 4 straight to DVD.
Yeah, I've
sequels
heard they're
that I
all
was looking
bad.
at Blockbuster.
No Michael Keaton in it, probably.
No M. Keats.
I would still see the first one because Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton is just a national treasure.
So, aside from movies, what have you guys all been up to? Mr. B, you gave us a little teaser. You got a new lady friend in your
My
life?
lady friend.
How's that going?
Good, real good. Didn't have to cut open Lily and live inside her. That's good.
That's also good. Everything's looking up, Bones.
Everything's coming up, Bones.
Hey, did you find a dog sitter so you can come on the trip with us?
No dog sitter.
Find a goddamn dog sitter.
It's not easy.
We might have.
My dogs are beasts. Lily's a monster.
It's not that hard, though.
Well, if I don't want to pay like $400 for 2 days,
Yeah, they could go to a dog lodge, but then
and also
they'd
I don't
be
know,
living
and
better
also
than
with
you guys
her,
would.
with her like anxiety stuff, I don't Trixie, even with Lily's there, I think Trixie might kind of hate boarding, even if it's a pretty nice one. So
Trixie's got some issues.
yeah, I'm seeing. What I did do last Saturday though,
This tastes like pure vinegar.
I spiked his wine with vinegar.
It is pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
No, last Saturday I fucking. Oh, you don't know this song yet? Oh, I was teasing Ghost. I went to see went and saw Ghost last Saturday.
Oh, you did?
It was fucking awesome.
You didn't need to say awesome. We would have known. It was
Fucking.
It was.
The fact that you said awesome makes me think it wasn't that.
Yeah.
It was. No, it was.
He's compensating.
It was the best live show I've ever seen.
Wow.
And there was 6,000, and the Armory's fucking awesome venue.
I think that's where I'm seeing Sabaton in a couple weeks.
I heard
think.
Tale of its Legend, and it was fucking awesome. Well, 20 rows back in the middle. I've seen pictures since then on like Ghost Instagram, and there's 5,000 people behind me because it was sold out and holds about
Skyway
6,000.
Theater.
It was fucking 2 hours.
Is it all standing room or is there seats?
There's like there are like VIP level seats on a balcony, and then there are stuff against a railing that just general admission. But if you get there soon enough, you can get up against a railing, and they may have some seats up there. But I know the upper level has seats, but it's pretty much all standing. But fucking 2 hours of rocking my fucking socks off, like eight fucking costume changes. And fucking
shit.
The Cardinal is just so fucking funny and just making jizzing on the audience references every other song, especially during Mummy Dust. He spent 5 minutes when he came riding out on his little tricycle and it doesn't work. He spent 5 minutes without saying anything, just getting the crowd pumped up by doing like left side bicep things and then right side and then double, and it was fucking.
Then double?
Double!
8 costume changes.
I know.
They gotta get on Of Montreal.
Well, and then they had a fucking
8 costume changes per song.
They had a plague doctor
song.
come out during. I can't remember what song it was. They added a crazy sax solo, and they had a guy come up acting like old Papa Nail come up with sunglasses on and security behind him, play doing the sax solo, and then when he was done, he was all winded, and he falls back in security's arm because he's old, and then Cardinal's like.
That sounds
he spends 5 minutes.
That sounds like the kind of show that I would want
He's like,
to
how
see
about
sitting down, though,
this
'cause
song
I don't
is going
stand up for
to
shows.
jiggle your asses, and he's like, I think we have a relationship now, so it's also going to tickle your taints. Who wants their fucking taint tickled? I can't hear you. And then it was fucking great. He's like, He Is, and he's like, you guys like those soft ballads? Should we just scrap the rest of the set and just do those for you? He's like, nah. Good, because this next one's a really heavy motherfucker. And went into Mummy Dust and fucking and at one point when he wants people to sing, he goes, "Come on, humans from Minnesota."
Were there any non?
This one's for all the people in the back buying fucking sandwiches.
It was fucking good. So I know they're after this tour. Apparently,
Did anyone get bewitched?
It happened.
It happened?
When the song happened, I don't know if anyone got bewitched or not, though. One guy that was standing near me, who I didn't know before the show, was like, I really hope, and you would appreciate this.
Did anyone get bewithed?
Yeah. I was like, he was like, I really hope Danza Macabre, I really hope they play the Carpenter Brute version. And I was like, yeah, it's a good version, but they're going to need like 6 more keyboard players, and that's not their version, so I don't foresee that happening.
Yeah.
Your song's going again, bro.
Are you fucking serious?
Why do you even play music? Mr. Beacon
One more time.
Why do we even have intro music?
What in the actual fuck phone?
And fucking, it was fucking was fucking tits.
Do you have ghosts here?
Just the ghost he's talking about.
Yes, the one I'm talking about. But I know I read he's taking all of next year off to take like time and record and spend time with his family. It's fucking going again, bro. But you're wearing it. Fucking
ghouls. Is that something to do with Bluetooth?
And so they're not going to be coming at all for 2021. But
I got ghouls. You didn't ask me about ghouls.
yeah, nameless ghouls.
But they got names.
Oh, when they come back in 2021, fucking, you guys should come because I want to fucking go again.
That sounds great. I'd love to go.
It was fucking tits. So you don't know the two new, because they just released a special edition EP that's like Papa Nils original songs from 1969.
I've not.
I think one called Kiss the Goat and Mariana Cross. They're fucking huge, and they play both those.
You said they're fucking huge?
The songs, like everyone, they only been released for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, and everyone, all 6,000 people,
everybody
fucking knew every word to it.
Knows about it, bro.
But they did one of their little YouTube sketches, videos for it too. It's fucking good. But the show, man, yeah, you guys should definitely think about coming next time.
I'm gonna say that while drinking my vinegar wine. Everybody who's anybody knows these songs, bro.
I'm surprised you didn't know it. Fucking Kiss the Go-Goat. But
that's good.
and they're the two keyboardists for fucking Ghoulettes. And one, when she was rocking the tambourine, was just fucking going to town. And at one point, they did bust the keytar out for a keytar solo. But I mean, there was crazy pyro. I mean, it was like an arena show, but in only 6,000 people. Like,
but it was in only 6,000 people.
Well, yes, but like it wasn't 20,000 like XL Energy. But I mean, they had crazy.
It wasn't a Trump rally.
And they shoot a bunch of confetti shit around with like fake $1 bills. At the end of the song, Cardinal's like, "Oh, look at this fucking mess."
That sounds fun.
It was so fun and so funny, and 2 hours, and it was nice because they just had.
How long was the show though?
Yeah, think of
I mean, the whole thing took about 3.5, 4 hours.
Okay, cool.
But this had nothing more rocks. They had the song Jenny, and maybe.
Did they have seats on the lower level though, and you could stand on the upper level?
That's what that song sounds like. I don't know.
No. Nothing more came out. They rocked my socks off. I knew a couple of their songs. But
you're a big 93X guy.
Especially the new ones, right? They're huge.
No, I didn't know any of the new ones. The one I know is Jenny from like 4 years ago.
That sounds cool. That sounds.
But yeah, there wasn't 3 bands before them.
Turn your fucking phone off, bro. That's the only solution.
Nothing More did a metal Skrillex cover with a "We Will Rock You" interlude in the middle of it.
Korn already did that.
And they did a bass solo where they fucking put this thing up. The drummer's playing just some beat, and they got the bass mounted, and the bass player and the guitarist are both playing different parts of the bass for the solo, and then they spin it around, and the lead singer gets up there, and he starts playing the top of the bass with the drumstick, so they're all playing the bass while the drummer's just laying down a beat for like 4 minutes.
Cello,
pretty fucking awesome.
You've got a bass.
Yo, my cousin, little Nepetiz.
Are you synchronizing your watch?
No, I'm
kill us all.
turning off my phone.
So that's so I had last weekend. It was really fucking fun. You guys should come next time.
Maybe invite us.
Maybe, yeah.
I had another friend who went.
First of all, I didn't know you were that big into ghosts until recently. You were talking about that, and I fucking asked you.
That's what they said.
What did
they
say?
said? I didn't know you liked ghosts.
I
didn't know you liked ghosts.
I didn't know.
Fucking
Blair.
Bullshit.
Blair. I asked him 3 months ago, and he goes, "In my old age, I only want to go to shows if I can sit." That's what he told me.
You also told him there wasn't any available seating,
I had to get him,
which apparently there was.
Well, I didn't know that. Everything on StubHub said general admission. I didn't know that until I got there.
What if you could go to a show but not be near others? Or you had to stand. Would you do that?
If there was no others, yes.
Yeah.
The reason I don't stand is because I'm claustrophobic.
Yeah, me too.
The crowds.
If you would have gotten there, if you could have got against the balcony, though, that's like 2 feet up from the main level.
When Blair and I saw Carpenter Brute, I just paid like $10 extra per ticket to get reserved seating on the balcony, and it was.
That sounds nice.
Oh, it was primo. It was great.
Where was that at?
It was
Fine Line.
Fine Line, the Fine Line Music Cafe.
Music Cafe.
That was a pretty nice place. Small, but pretty nice.
And that was perfect because Carpenter Brute has the tobacco thing where there's basically a movie playing behind
Right,
them
you
the whole time.
get the movie. That's the thing. Like tobacco shows, like, if you can't see the screen, what's the goddamn point?
What's the point? You might as well just listen to them.
Right.
But yes, I didn't know there was seating Blair until I got there.
It's fine.
Because I didn't get tickets for it. I had to go StubHub, and everything I saw was general admission.
It's fine.
General admission.
Well, it might
All
have been
I'm
higher,
saying
but
is
I've
heard the I didn't know you liked Ghost thing.
Yeah.
Twice.
I
in
knew
the past
you-
couple of days.
I knew you did. I wasn't know he was into him until recently when he talked about he was
Okay.
playing Dance Macabre for Abby.
It's fair.
yeah.
It's fair.
I figured he threw it out to you when I talked to him.
It's fair.
So blame your brother for this.
Whenever we go, Blair doesn't like when I bring up concerts because he knows the reason I'm bringing it up to him is because
he
I'll
wa-
buy his ticket if he drives because I don't like driving
Who does?
downtown.
Oh God, no.
You could just Uber.
That's true. I did
Probably
that
about the
last
same
time.
amount you'd pay for parking.
I'll probably Uber to the show.
What
for the
kind of
fine
Ubers
line.
are you taking?
Yeah.
The Uber from the airport in like where the Minneapolis St. Paul Airport is to my office in Eden Prairie was $38.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but yeah, well,
It's based on availability.
the cheapest parking was $25. There was $40, but I got $25.
Oh, really?
And you're not
the lot,
and
yeah,
you're going
but
from here to
I don't
Minneapolis.
know where the Armory is,
it's
but
like
for the fine line, we
it's
pay
like
what, like $8?
it's like
$8 all night.
It's like
yeah.
3 blocks from Target Field. You kind of know that general area. So when we left, we went past your favorite place, Rick's.
Oh,
So
Yeah, the Armory's right by there.
how was Rick doing?
Rick's always doing well.
crabby, if you know what I mean.
No.
So I don't know. You could take an Uber, and I'm saying it wouldn't be much more than parking and gas. You know.
I'll park your gas.
Is that his favorite place over your favorite place, Mr. B? Let's be honest.
I saw Mr. B make cum faces several times while he was getting lap dances.
Oh, faces.
The record, I came 0 times.
Well, I'm sure you. I'm not saying I think you actually came.
I came zeros
but
as well,
but you made
but,
made the face. You did a lot of this.
I can picture it right now.
I mean, I can picture myself making that face. I don't remember making that
Picture
face then,
you-
but
I hope I didn't make any faces like that.
It's like
No,
a
I
feel like
velvet
most of the
couch.
time-
I saw you make a wide-eyed, terrified face when she was biting your ear.
Oh yeah, Jordan.
had, like, the
yeah.
psoriasis
I was like,
going
no. I wasn't gonna tell her to stop.
You looked
but
over. You just looked at me.
I looked
you're
at him
like,
like she's doing it. I think I might have wanted to it too.
well, I think Brad came like 6 times because he was fucking
Yeah.
shit faced.
Brad was
Most
a
of the time,
champion
I think I
And
got
then,
like.
then I had to stop him from ripping out your grass and
The
flowers.
thing is, I think I got like 2 dances. Most of the time, I was just talking to him.
Yeah,
You,
I made a
that,
lot of small
that
talk.
Asian girl was like, I'm like, are you guys like a thing now? Is that
Yeah.
is that happening?
You're like, did you pay for it? I was like, I paid for one. Paid for one dance because I had talked to her for too long.
paid for one dance, and now we're going steady, and she wants me to pay for her car loan.
No, dude, she was doing fine. She was gonna be a lawyer.
Yeah, she's
Going to U of M.
Plus, Stuart was throwing down cash that night.
Oh my god.
For you.
I got
No, I
so
think-
Doing to the
many
private
free
room
ads.
with the heroin addict.
I think Stuart was.
She was not a heroin addict.
I think
don't know, but she
Stuart
looked like she
was
was on
throwing
Fresh
down money because he really wanted the hostess.
it's true.
He was trying to flex.
He did. He was.
He was trying to flex
He
dong.
was trying to flex to get the crowd going like
Yeah.
Cardinal But it was the busty waitress.
the busty. No,
Hostess.
hostess.
Sorry, my bad.
with
Please.
the mostest.
With the
Hostess with the mostest. I also remember the guy in the bathroom. The what do they
Bathroom
call him?
attendant?
The attendant, yeah.
He said something about like, "Oh, have you seen so and so tonight?" Like one of the girls, and I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Oh, tell her I said hi." And I was like, "Sure." And I remember I was walking out with you, I think.
Yep.
And while the door was still open, I was like, "I'm not fucking telling her that."
Yeah,
I think I said,
you said that like way too loud.
I was too
like,
drunk.
Oh, hey! The guy from the bathroom says hi!
You did
It's true, he didn't tell us his name.
You know, the guy who sits in there and listens to people's shit and then asks you if you want to
The
pay
guy
$3
with
for
the
a
towels
best of
and
cologne.
mints.
It kind of smells like deuce. And he smells like deuce and he looks like douche.
I gave him. I must have pissed 6 or 7 times in the like hour, 2 hours we were there. I gave him $1 every time. It was a racket.
I
yeah.
gave him $1 0 times because one of the conditions of me agreeing to go to the strip club was that I didn't have any money and like I wasn't joking around. I was like, I don't have any fucking money right now.
Not
So-
a good place to go if you don't have money.
One of the conditions for me going was that I didn't have any money, and so
Well, it was your birthday, so Stuart was just
Stuart
laying it down to
bought-
impress the hostess.
everything, and the other guys chipped in for bottles and stuff, and we had a very
This can't be the first time
Fun
you've
night.
talked about your 30th birthday on the podcast.
I don't think I've talked about it on the podcast.
I can't remember.
We,
We probably did.
It was a very
years
strong
ago, so I don't
memory
know.
because it was
fun.
one of the times where I will flat out admit I was just dead wrong because I did not. I was so upset that we weren't going to have like the low key
we were going to Up Down.
watching shitty movies that I wanted to do.
We were going to go to Up Down.
Well, Stuart wanted to go to Up Down
We were gonna do
first.
that. Yeah.
He wanted to go there first. And
Originally,
then
what I said I wanted to do, I had just got Miami Connection on Blu-ray, and I wanted to watch Miami Connection with you guys on Blu-ray.
Which we still need to do. That movie's
still need to do.
I don't
fucking...
know what the fuck Miami Connection is.
Oh. Fucking...
And then Stuart got involved and was like, Ricks? Want to do Ricks?
Well, that's
And
what
everyone was like, Ricks?
Well, I was
Someone
like,
say
I was
Ricks?
like, I was like,
Ricks?
I've never been to a strip club, so yes.
Yeah,
Try
Mr.
it.
was like, yes.
I have
I was like, I gotta at least experience it once.
It was a lot of
was.
fun.
I have a
I'm
pretty-
not a partier at all. I know it's
Well, neither
a
am I.
shocking thing. Not a big
Well,
partier.
yeah, I mean, I guess it was a party, but it was
But
just between us, like
Fuck,
5,
did we
6
live
bros.
large that night.
we lived very
Lived
large.
large.
It's the only time. It's the only time I've been drunk, and I wasn't like shit faced drunk, but
And it was
called
the summer
dinosaurs
of
in the morning.
2017, so we heard Redbone like 7 times while we were there.
Yeah.
Good thing that's a jam, or else
Yeah.
I would have probably been a little annoyed.
I'm very blessed to have a loving wife that knows me and trusts me that like I'm not gonna fall in love with a stripper and just go.
I think she was.
Brad
she
fell-
had her
Brad
mind
fell in
eased
love.
Brad
that
fell
I was going
head over
because she
heels.
was like, Donna's the biggest wet blanket of all time. Like, there's no way
not gonna
Mark
get
will
too
be able
wild.
to have too much fun
he's
while
a
he's
spooky
there.
dude.
It's not gonna be how many guys drinking 2 bottles of Jameson wild.
Oh wait, and Don didn't have much.
And I had to work the next day.
Right, so it was like
I
it was
had to
like
work the
it was
next
like
day and
4 or
work,
5 of us who finished off 2 bottles of Jameson.
I think it was Brad's favorite Sasha with her
Is he not-
enormous
Brad,
hands. Who
Brad fell hard.
she
I got in
fucking
a fight with Brad
she straddled
last
me,
weekend.
picked
because
up the bottle and poured it directly into my mouth, like a shot plus. And I'm like, I have to work tomorrow, woman.
Sasha!
I got in
Sasha
a
did
fight
that?
with Brad last weekend because he was like, her name wasn't Sasha.
Yes, it fucking was.
Because we've all done it. Like, who's that one girl with the fucking? Like, and I was like, yeah, Brad, it was Sasha. No, that
wasn't Sasha.
I wasn't yelling
It was
Sasha when I was trying to rip
absolutely
out
Sasha.
your grass and flowers until Mr. B
Now,
had to
if
pick
he
me up
wants
and
to
say, "Don't
argue
do
that wasn't her real name,
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
absolutely. But
The
her
name
name
we
was
were
Sasha
given, yeah.
for that night while we were there.
Well, also Blair. I mean, not Blair. Brad was fucking shit faced, so it's not surprising he didn't remember. He was worse off. He had good,
Yeah,
he
we
had
left.
good
We left before he started ripping plants out.
No, because you guys gave me a ride home. He was here. It was when we got out of the Uber and we were all walking.
Oh my
up.
God,
we were
that's
all,
what he was doing?
We were all walking up to the house, and he was on his hands and knees, and then going like this. And I picked him up, and then he dove back on the ground, and then he got up to the main door of the door, and he started trying to rip out flowers, and I had to just kind of pin his hands back here like this, and I was like, Brad, Sasha's not here, and she doesn't know you're picking flowers for her. Sasha! And then I got him inside, and then I remember made the joke to Don. I got in the background, I was like, dude, I'm cool enough to drive.
What if I told you
I
that's
was
not
sober enough to
even
be drunk.
close to the drunkest I've seen Brad?
I
don't understand how that's possible. How could a human being be more drunk than that?
I mean,
And
he was
not be
still
dead.
he was still coherent, so I mean, I could.
He was not coherent.
I mean,
No.
yeah, it was. He just kept
I
yelling
heard
Sasha
nothing
87
but
times.
Sasha.
Well, that's all he read, but I mean, you could understand what he was saying.
That poor Uber driver on the way home.
Yeah.
That was.
Oh my god, yeah, that guy was a trooper.
And didn't Brad like very loudly ask the Uber driver like 4 or 5 times if he knew Sasha?
Yeah,
Pretty sure he did. No, I was sitting next to him, I was
absolutely
like,
did. I
"This is
remember that.
fucking-
I'm like, oh my god.
Hey man,
Brad,
what do you
stop
think
it.
about Sasha? You like Sasha? 'Cause she's fucking mine. So he kept asking stuff like that. Brad, shut the fuck up.
Brad, dude, chill.
So, okay, before
Sasha
we
don't
wrap
give a
up for the
fuck
night,
about
guys,
you.
we should probably have a conversation about what we want to do as far as,
Each other.
as far as like scheduling. Because
Human centipede.
Yeah.
Blair's in back.
Mark, you're a father to be. Your free time is going to be fucking measured in seconds rather than hours.
Well,
Mr. B has a girlfriend, which means we won't see him until 2020.
It's true.
At least.
We've seen him twice. Seen him twice in the last week or 2 weeks, and that's saying something.
Hey, first of all, you're seeing me tomorrow.
I am? Oh, yeah, I am.
What are you guys doing next, right?
What?
Sucking dick.
Just commit to the trip. Say you'll find a dog sitter, and I'll feel a lot better.
Commit to the trip. Hashtag.
Hashtag commit to the trip, bro.
Commit to the trip.
So Blair and I found out that the cabin that I rented, I got an email from the lady that runs it, and she was like,
oh, it's a lady that runs it? Fucking
yeah. So like we have our own cabin there, but she's like, I'm so sorry we didn't get to update the website in time to let you know that that weekend you're staying is our first off weekend, and no one's gonna be there. And I'm like, oh shoot, that sucks. She's like, you could absolutely still stay. She's like, it's just the restaurant won't be open, and we'll leave your key. We'll leave the lodge unlocked, and we'll leave your key for you.
Jesus.
So we'll literally have the entire place to ourselves, which is kind of creepy.
Yeah.
It sounds very, very relaxing.
So you mainly want me for protection.
Yes. I want you to be my human Durex.
From ghouls and goblins and...
I'm worried more about Wendigos, because we're way up
it's
north.
not like you would be in a cabin and be like, I can't fucking relax while I know a restaurant is open nearby.
Yeah, that's true. But it is easier to relax when you know you have no neighbors.
Right. That's true. Hotel, no neighbors.
It's not even like there is a lodge at the hotel with rooms in it, but the one I got is it's a cabin with two bedrooms in it, which I got in the event that everyone was going, so that Blair and I could quarantine ourselves from the snore zone.
But then you wake each other up with
Yeah.
your own snores.
Yeah.
I already don't sleep well.
Oh my God! Hey, that's one other thing. Blair, I know I told you this already. I went to the doctor for my regular checkup for my meds and stuff on Monday, and he
Told you
doing
got
the
coke nose.
regular kind of physical stuff, asking me about how's your diet and exercise
Did he say
and all
that?
that.
Yo, how's your diet?
Yo,
dog.
Yo, dog.
I'm not like a regular
But
doctor.
he
I'm
asked
a cool
me. He asked me
doctor.
the question that I always dread the doctor asking, because it's so fucking sad. The doctor will say, "Are you sexually active?" And normally I have to say no.
This time you
It's
gotta
very
say,
sad.
hey.
But I actually had something that I had to ask him. I'm like,
You said, oh, it's active.
no, I did. Yeah. I'm like, I said yes, I am, but I have issues with my lungs. Like I start wheezing, and he's like, is it only during sex or is it during any strenuous activity? And I'm like,
It's only when I come, Doc.
no, it's any strenuous activity. And he's like, oh, interesting. He's like, do you have a family history of asthma? And I'm like, yeah, my brother has it. He goes, oh, that's right, your brother does have asthma, doesn't he? And I'm like, yep. He's like, all right, I'm going to give you a prescription for an inhaler and take it 15 minutes before your strenuous activity,
Bro.
which he wrote in quotes on the thing.
You got an inhaler for your fucking?
Biggest aphrodisiac ever. Sup, girl?
Yeah, dude. So I took the inhaler and I did a run during break at work, and I cannot describe how great it feels, because you're still breathing heavy and hard, but it doesn't I don't struggle anymore. I don't feel my breath catching, and I was able to run until my fucking legs started to give out and not my
Whoa.
lungs. And I was like, holy shit. So Blair, you need to get an inhaler, son, because
I've
God
taken inhalers before.
damn.
You got asthma? You gotta get an
I've
inhaler.
taken inhalers.
It's called exercise-induced bronchospasm.
I thought maybe he had whooping cough.
because when I was
Black lung.
when I was on campus, Anya and I were running
Oh, good.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure,
you
you
go
were
to school.
running.
in the because the U of M has a free.
Horizontally.
He was gorilla running, if you know what I mean.
It has a free
No, I don't.
gym,
What?
He's fucking
and
like-
It has one of the indoor tracks.
yeah, one of the indoor tracks when it gets really fucking cold. And running's the only thing I'm good at physically, for a sport. Anytime we were doing track and field, I would kind of fucking only do the track part. the field could kiss my ass.
Fuck this field.
But I had never had, because I had the nebulizer when I was little.
Yep,
But I'd
I
never
remember
had
that.
an inhaler. And Anya was like, "You want to fucking hit off this?" And I was like, "Oh my god, can I fucking do that?"
She's like, Blair, if you don't hit this shit,
Yeah, if you
we
don't
have a
hit this
problem.
Like, it's
Did it work?
non-habit forming. No, dude, it's
I didn't know
like
you like to get wet, Blair.
we were talking about. It's like this must be how regular people breathe.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
holy
how it felt.
shit.
It felt like, and the Dr. Westling said, he was like, I know I give you a hard time about diet and exercise, because your weight target, you're not much closer to getting it than you were last time. He's like, but I feel like it's really hard to stick to exercising when you can't breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
so he gave you a pass on that at least.
Yeah, so I'm trying that out. It's working
Why
really
the
well so
fuck
far.
hasn't he given me an inhaler?
I know, you need to make an appointment and get one because
You didn't tell
this
about your
shit
sporadic fuck breathing.
is nice.
I don't have fuck breathing. I have run breathing. I have
No.
regular breathing.
Right, but you gotta tell them about your sporadic gorilla fuck breathing.
Gorilla fuck
So when you
breathing.
fuck like a gorilla, when you finish, you say, "Oh, gorillas in the mist."
It's like oh, is it good for you? And I'm just
So good.
Oh, Jane Goodall, spank my hair out. Wait, what?
I don't come in gorilla position.
Spank my yes, Jane Goodall.
Can we?
killed me.
Can we start a? Can we have a 70s funk band that's called Gorilla? What was it?
Gorilla fuck spasm.
Gorilla fuck something.
Gorilla.
Gorilla fuck breathing.
That's what it was.
That sounds like a 70s funk song to me.
Speaking of asthma,
Gorilla fuck breathing.
You get a fat bass line. Give me a second. I'll get you a fat bass line.
Give it to me. Give it.
excuse me.
You
You
give me
got 1 second.
It's good stuff.
No more.
All right, guys. So hey, we didn't answer the question that
slapping
we
the
started
bass.
because I started talking about my sex life again. I can't stop.
You can't stop. Yeah.
Anyways, this copyright strike brought to you by.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Nope. 14 seconds. We're good. And the Cardinals cool with it.
I'm sure it's never the artist that has a problem
I
with
know.
it. It's their
It's the
fucking
label.
record
It's the
label.
record label.
Yeah.
Speaking
So the
of
question
rec-
is,
oh.
what do we want to do? Because here's the thing, Mr.
Well,
B.
I listened,
I
listened to your solo podcast.
I did a
know what
travel
you wanna
episode. I
do.
sent it to you,
I
so
know,
that'll be
you
getting
did.
up.
I know you did.
It's
But
very
here's
long.
the thing. When I hit you up on Monday, and I'm like, hey, Mr. B, what are you doing this weekend? Are you free? And you say, maybe, which means you haven't made plans yet, but you hate me so much that you won't make plans with me.
That is definitely 100% true.
Caught.
That's called Caleb syndrome.
I feel like that
Or
impedes our
Nick
ability
Henkes
to do a
syndrome as well.
podcast. A podcast.
You're telling us we should do podcasts on the podcast in which we're all in attendance?
Yes.
Cool.
On-air production meeting.
Did you have any intention of doing one tonight before I said, let's have pizza and pod?
I did not.
Hashtag pizza and pod.
I did not, and I appreciate that you did because
Is that the new Netflix and
today
chill?
has been a day.
Pizza and pod.
So
Wait,
I would have
20
gone
minutes
home
at Costco
and
for that za.
just furiously masturbated using my own tears as lubrication. If you hadn't thrown the invite out.
Sometimes it feels good, though, bro.
I thought you were gonna say I would have gone home and just fucking killed myself. So it's a good thing you
Yes.
called.
I was going to watch El Camino.
I've heard that's good.
I've heard
Just
El
came out
Camino was
today.
real good.
I mean, Vinny G, so I mean,
Vincent K. Gilligan.
it's like in Gilligan, I trust. Oh, bro, I haven't watched the premiere yet, but Supernatural final season started last night. Did you catch up? Like you said you were going
I was gonna say we're totally caught up. We're ready to. I haven't seen the premiere yet, but we are caught up and ready to go.
You're no Gary Oldman with your winking mother.
Damn it!
We could
You have a lady friend to watch it with now, though. You'll
pizza
be fine.
and pod.
I know she doesn't watch it. We'll be watching
her.
We could Netflix and chill.
I would.
We could
suck each other's dicks.
Hulu and
rim job.
fuck you. Or we could IMAX and Climax.
It's
What if
Hulu and
we-
hand
what if
job,
we-
but
Hulu and
whatever.
hand job.
Oh, that's a
better.
good one.
Yeah. What about what do we do when you prime? Prime.
Amazon Prime and
Prime and pound.
and
That
something
works.
about
Sex crime? No, that's
sex
not very,
crime?
No.
Prime and did you say sex crime?
I said that doesn't work. Don't say that. Is what I
Why
said.
did your mind even go there?
I was just trying to
Amazon
rhyme.
Prime.
and consensual sex crime.
Consensual sex crime.
That's
That
my
was,
new
that was the
single.
name of my middle school punk
I
band.
was gonna say it's my new single
my
coming
middle
out.
school punk
Consensual
band.
sex crime.
Consensual sex crime. We had 0 hits.
Can't imagine
how's
why.
that vinegar wine?
So I got
It's all gone.
prime and dime. There's no sexual innuendos to that. Prime and dime.
Prime and no, see, prime should be climb, like climax. It's like the cool way of saying climax. Like
That's what the,
prime and
oh, that's what the
climb.
kids are saying now.
Yeah.
Dude,
Prime and climb.
last night
I
I
climbed.
climbed so hard.
I climbed.
Climbed so hard all over.
That's how they talk about fucking
Over
in front of their
God.
parents.
Bro,
They talk to each other about climbing.
climbing.
to answer your question about actually recording content, if I'm free, I'm game. I'm down to do it. But as far as I see it, this is your wagon we're hitched to. So you call the shots.
And part of it,
the wagon?
and bro, we've all been busy while I've
We're-
also
hey,
been
we're
moving into
all
a new
four
place.
wheels
But
on a
also,
wagon.
you sometimes work till 9 p.m. 5 to 6 nights a week,
Yeah.
and I get up at 5:30 in the morning. So that also has hindered sometimes too. Where a lot of Fridays have been free, but you don't get home till 9 o'clock, and I'm used to getting up at 5:30. I'm fucking
You're fucking
shot.
at 5:30?
I'm fucking shot, like I am now.
Fucking
Shot.
shot.
Who fucks at 5:30 in the morning?
This guy.
Everybody but Don.
Everybody but me. I can't.
The strongest erections in the morning. You fucking kidding me?
Got fucking glass with that Morningwood,
Yeah,
son.
dude.
And I've seen yours.
For what?
You were.
I was in the bushes.
Was it the? You thought it was a chair at that hotel in Duluth, but it was just Mr. B.
Oh fuck!
I have an elaborate chair costume.
I thought I had a
you
shadow
got-
person visitation. It
you
was
got-
just Mr. B.
You got up with
Mr.
like,
B's been my shadow person this whole time.
got up and gave a big old stretch, and your fucking 8-person tent was popped.
With an 8-person tent.
Hey,
That's generous. I appreciate that.
speaking of which, I took a poll. 100% of the people were angry at me for making their tent collapse. I took a poll.
Oh, nice.
You definitely got Blair.
That's a Ric Flair. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Hashtag rest his soul.
That's pretty good.
So what's going on over there?
He's not dead.
We're gonna have to wrap this up, guys. Any final thoughts?
Did you just get the text?
I might have to go into work.
Oh, I thought it was a fuck.
Just for everyone listening to understand how bullshit this is, it's fucking 10 p.m. on a Friday night, so...
You just get a message. We gotta get Metallica out of the trailers for.
You have to go.
we
We
got
gotta Metallica out of the
I
trailers
gotta
for Call of
call
Duty.
Back, so...
Jesus Christ. Okay.
So we're gonna have to wrap this
That's
up.
alright. I'm fucking shot as Blair saw.
Yeah. So,
Fucking.
last thoughts, everybody?
I'm ready to.
I think
no.
Blair pretty
All
much
right.
summed it up. Yep.
Excellent. All right, we'll see you all next
feel
time.
coffee.
Thanks for listening.